Remember when Rebecca said that don't judge the Plinx until you actually play with it? Well, I didn't. And I just did what she said and not judge it because the Plinx is just one of these single fire, weapons or pistols in the game where it just does just only that. The Tenet Plinx is actually way stronger than that. And we're going to take a look at both of these Plinx. It's crazy how the Tenet Plinx is only a mastering 6 weapon with heavy critical chance. The heaviest critical chance. It's insane, but because of that, the original Plinx already had amazing critical chance. Now adding on to more of this, the Tenet is just wow. It'll blow your mind how much damage this thing is really doing. It has a primary fire that is going to be the semi trigger, and then you have the charge part, which is the second alt fire. All right, and this does blast damage because of the radio attack. You also have the radio damage here, radiation, and everything else looks amazing. All right, the second part comes with a great 40% of critical chance, the same crit multiplier as the primary, and higher status than the primary. But honestly, critical chance is just phenomenal. Like, there's nothing obviously to do with the status, so this is going to be your main go-to with crit multiplier and critical chance. So first thing I want to say is that my Tenet Plinx has a 50.5% toxin damage. That's what I decided to go with because it doesn't really need magnetic damage, even though a lot of people prefer it. I just went with toxin because, that's really all I use. To be honest, I don't really use any other elements besides toxic, and then heat, and then a little bit of magnetic. All right, so but looking at the critical chance, comparing these two, the Tenet has the highest critical chance. Like, it got a big increase on that. Crit multiplier is the same. The status was very, very low on the Plinx. To the original, it's got a higher increase. And then the damage is actually higher on the Tenet Plinx. So it's doing 70 damage instead of 46. And obviously there is no secondary alt fire to the original Plinx because all that's been added to the Tenet. So this makes the Tenet the best weapon out of the original Plinx. But I think it's the best weapon for a single shot weapon. Now the Tenet has a second alt fire. This makes the Plinx just amazingly powerful than all the other single shot weapons you see, or the semi weapons you see in this game. Here's my build. I'm using Galvanized Diffusion, 110% multi-shot on kill, 30% multi-shot for 20 seconds, stacks up to 4 times, so really need it. Prime Target Cracker, 110% critical damage, really needed as well. Lethal Turret, 60% fire rate and multi-shot, really important mod too. Then we have Convulsion and Pathogen rounds, both 90 mods, Toxic, and then Electricity. Let's look at our Arcane. The Arcane that we're going to be using today, it could be 2 options for you with Arcanes. Secondary Deadhead, which is going to make this weapon very, very powerful. Alright. It has on rank 5, Precision Headshot Kill, 120% damage for 24 seconds, stacks up to 3 times, you get 30% to headshot multiplier, which is very going to be vital for the enemy, and then 50% decrease on weapon recoil, which doesn't have any of that. Or you can use Secondary Merciless. Alright, on rank 5, 30% damage to 4 seconds, stacks up to 12 times, and then 30% reload speed. So even though this has a charge, I'm sure that still adds on to reload speed, so it'll reload the gun faster, because the second alt fire does something that, it doesn't make me mad, but it kind of does, But going back to what I was talking about, the mods that we're going to be using Galvanized Crosshairs. Alright, on headshot, 120% critical chance when aiming for 12 seconds. On headshot kill, 40% critical chance when aiming for 12 seconds. It's going to stack up to 5 times. So we're going to be stacking a lot of critical chance. Alright, given that. And of course, it exposes the next mod that we're going to be using, because this mod, Creeping Bullseye, comes into play. And it gives you 200% critical chance, decreasing the 20% fire rate. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's good as where it is. All right, 4.67. You're not low on fire rate. And then the next mod that we're actually looking at as well is Sharpened Bullets. On kill, 75% critical damage when aiming for 9 seconds. So you got a lot of critical chance. I'm sorry, not critical. Critical multiplier going on here. And when you add this on, it's going to increase more. Like I said, with the arcane secondary deadhead, it's going to make the weapon very, very powerful, basically one-shotting every enemy, as you can see right now. And with all the other mods in effect, this is making our weapon super 10 times that. Literally just one-shot all these enemies. So, yeah. Not only that, but the second on fire, I have this already. The second on fire just makes it even more crazy, and you'll see why right now. So as you just saw there, it pulled in so many enemies that they damn near almost died. And then it takes away a lot of the ammo on your Tenet Plinx. But the reason why I said secondary immersion as well is because the second fire doesn't kill them all. And I'm stuck. It kind of does halfway with this. So that's why I also said secondary immersives can also be used. And it just helps the charge rate and everything as well. Now switching to secondary merciless. Let's go back out. Yeah, you kind of have to, like, you know, build up secondary merciless. Now once you have all that built up, you can finally now destroy all these enemies. Just like that. So that second alt fire is just crazy, with a lot of damage, but only working against, you know, when it's used by secondary merciless, exploding all those enemies. I like how the Tenet Plinx second alt fire grabs in the enemies, pulls them in, and then explodes. That's what I do like about it. It doesn't have a bad range to it. And it actually just does amazing freaking damage because of its stats it's been given. So the Tenet Plinx, I definitely might have to start using for a while, because it's very, very interesting. It's interesting with damage. It's pretty freaking powerful. And of course you can add even more damage with the availability to put any toxic element on your weapon, so you can add more damage to it. Yeah, this is something that I would love to keep doing with this. Like, seriously, it's just crazy. And if you really wanted to build it for a second alt fire, then, you know, you have the right to do so, because this thing does so much freaking damage, even though it drains a lot of that your ammo. But obviously it's a chargeable weapon, so honestly that wouldn't even matter to you that much. So yeah, the Tenet Plinx is all around just an amazing and fun weapon to use. So let me know what you guys think about the Tenet Plinx in the comments below and the build. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow me on all social medias and Twitch. Links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.